Everyone talks about habits, routines. You see all these people on the internet waking up at 5 a.m. and doing all these crazy things. And honestly, I tried that. I could never stick to those long and like super early morning routines. If you're someone who can do that, go. Go do it, go for it. But if you are someone who maybe wants to add some me time in your routines, some time to reflect, to connect with yourself, I'm going to share with you the practices that actually changed my life, the practice that actually make me feel good, grounded. And honestly, these are the practices that when I don't do them for a couple of days, I can see the difference. I can feel the difference. I can feel how my mind is all over the place, how I feel like I am stumble onto things. And honestly, when I'm doing them, maybe while I'm doing them, I'm not feeling anything different, but I definitely can feel the contrast when I don't. So take what you need, forget the rest, but here we go. The first thing that I do every day is stretching. I do literally a 5-minute stretching routine that I found at some point on Instagram or on YouTube. I don't even remember where. I saw it was like a flexibility, just movement, really basic routine. I do that every morning as soon as I wake up. The second thing is drinking a bottle of water, and this is the one that I have. This is a little bit over half a liter. So basically, I try as much as I can to drink a full one in the first hour of waking up, before eating or drinking anything else. Then I do meditations, and here it really depends the season of life that I am in. Sometimes I do not have much time, or I do not want to put much time on it. So I will do a 10 to 15 minutes meditation. That's kind of like my bare minimum. I tried a whole bunch of different meditations. At some point of the year, I feel more like I need something more like visualization, future self. So I do those type of things. But I mostly do Joe Dispenza meditations, and these are longer. So I love one that it's called Tuning with the Heart or something like that. I won't remember the exact name. That it's about like 20 to 30 minutes. That's kind of like my go-to one. But if I am feeling inspired, and sometimes I have these weeks or month of the year where I will do an hour meditation every morning. And I know this is not for everyone, but I highly recommend it if you want to actually see some real changes in your life, especially in the way that you move through the day, in the way that you don't react as much as fast to triggers, to things that happened. For me, it has been more of a game changer in that sense, that in the sense of, oh yeah, I did that and I manifest a house in 30 days. I haven't been able to do any of those crazy manifestation things, so I won't sell or tell a lie. But what I did notice is that sometimes I feel like my body needs to do that. So I stay in 1 hour. I love blessings of the energy centers, and I love the present moment meditation. So those two, when I'm in these seasons of life where I need a break, where I need to see things differently, I put the time and the effort of being there for an hour. And yeah, at some point of my life, I did meditations throughout the day, but honestly, for me, it's really hard to focus. As soon as I wake up, I feel like my mind is still, of course, in those slower waves, so it's easier for my brain to not go straight into analytical mode and straight into all the things that I need to do that day. So I highly recommend, if you haven't tried it, try a meditation first thing in the morning. Start with 5-10 minutes. You can just stay there or build up to more time. But again, like, all these practices they're not for everyone. So you definitely need to try them out and see what works for you. Because at some point I tried breath work, and it's honestly something that I couldn't stick to it. And I know a lot of people see huge changes with breath work and are really committed to the practice. That's something that I personally, I could never committed to do it regularly. So for me, meditation does the trick. And then I do journaling. I've been doing this for, I don't remember exactly how many years, but at least 3 to 4 years, if not more. I tend to do morning pages. I don't know if you ever heard about the book The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. Basically, this is an amazing book, and I highly recommend it for anyone who wants to like find their spark again, be more creative. Even if you don't have a creative job, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with having your spark back and being more true to yourself, allowing this creativity, this flow to come out. It's just a beautiful book, and it has like 12 weeks with exercises, and one of the core exercises throughout the whole book is the morning pages. Morning pages, basically, it's 3 full pages of stream of conscious journaling. So that's what I normally do. You can see here. Of course, there are days that I don't have time, or I simply don't want to write 3 full pages, so I write 1 or 2, or I don't journal at all, because this is a routine that of course, it adapts to my needs. But in general, I do that. And I find it's really helpful to do it right after meditation, because sometimes during meditations, I will have these insights or things that show up, and it's really good to just put it out there. And also, honestly, most of the times, I personally use it as brain vomit, and just writing all the things that are either worrying me, or the things that I want to get out of my head, the things that I'm working on. And again, there are seasons of life that I use it more as scripting, and I might use it for manifestation and for writing affirmations and things like that. Most of the times, it's just a stream of consciousness. And honestly, it's not something that always happens, but when it does happen, sometimes I get these huge insight just by writing down whatever comes to my mind and not filtering it. I get these insights of things that might worry me, or things that I might be working on solving. And journaling is definitely one of the best ways for me to just take all those things from my head and just put it on paper and move on. Those are basically the top things that I do, and I try to do every day: stretching, hydration, meditation, journaling. Those 4, honestly, as I was saying before, I feel it when I don't do them for more than 2 days in a row. I feel the difference. I feel how much reactive I am. I feel how much all over the place my head is. So try it out. Try whatever works for you. And I would say, 80% of the time, after that, I go straight to the gym. So if you are someone who exercises, if you're someone who exercises, this of course is like personal preference a lot. I realize throughout the years that for me the best time to work out is in the morning. So 4 days a week after this meditation, after this journaling, I will go straight to the gym, do my routine, and then also the feeling of accomplishment, the feeling of, oh my God, I did it. I am ready to start the day. And if you add everything without the workout, but if you add everything else, it might take you, depending on how long the meditation is, it might take you 20 minutes tops, half an hour, let's say. That's it. It's not like a full 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. morning routine that it will take ages. You can do it as long as you want, of course, but the bare minimum, 15, 20 minutes. And this is trial and error. Like for me, morning routines were something that I've been experimenting for a couple of years now. And this is what I found out that works better for me. At some point I was reading in the morning, but then I realized that reading for me is more like an afternoon, evening thing. So it's really about seeing what works for you and trying things out. Especially if you're in a season of change, especially if you are in like an in-between season, like I feel that I am right now. Having like a solid routine, even if it's really short, it really helps you be grounded, be present, be less reactive, and it helps you connect with yourself more. So if you have any questions about all the things that I said, you can leave a comment below. And if you like this type of content, you can subscribe. My name is Candela. I'm a self-love mindset coach here to inspire you and to help you live and create a life that you love. See you around.